Welcome back on another diving adventure. Today we're on a charter with the Frenchman Spearfishing in South Devon. We explore a variety of marks both inshore and offshore. After a quick brief, we head straight out to our first mark, 18 miles offshore. On the way out we had an awesome encounter with a pod of common dolphins.
Get under the boat. Oh, here. Big fish, aren't they? Well, they're not fish.
Shortly after, we arrived at our first spot. Initially, the first few dives seemed pretty quiet, but we were assured by Max that there was a big school of bass in the area. The more dives we did, the more marine life we were seeing, and then we started to see small numbers of bass appear. Soon the numbers of bass started to increase, and we knew we were getting close. And it wasn't long before people started surfacing with fish.
You guys got fish?
Yeah, you got one fish.
Yeah, there's loads of them down here. Yeah.
Next it was Charlie's turn to dive. I clip the float line to his weight belt and then down he goes. Moments later Charlie emerges with a bass on his spear too.
What do I do with it now?
Unfortunately, not long after this clip, Charlie lost this bass. Eager to get my own fish, it was my turn to dive. Once at the bottom, I was seeing a couple of bass, but I certainly wasn't seeing this mega shoal that Joe was talking about. But then, as I'm surfacing, I catch a glimpse of it. On my next dive, I land right on top of the shoal, and I'm given my first opportunity to secure a bass. My shot placement was a little high on that one, but it's fine, we've got plenty more opportunities to come.
I missed.
Back to the start we go to do a couple more drifts. I definitely wasn't expecting to run into a seal this far out. This next dive is a great example of what not to do. This whole dive was pretty rushed. You can see my gun waving around. I'm not really too sure what bass to shoot, and when I finally pull the trigger, it goes into nothing. Pretty disgusting to watch. And as I'm surfacing, you can see just how much time I actually had, because none of the fish are even bothered by me shooting.
It's fucking 2 misses now. Now I'll try one more.
I surfaced feeling quite the twat if I'm honest, but I knew I needed to get back down there, relax, and fire an aimed shot, not from the hip this time. Much better. After a little bit of faff beforehand, we're very pleased to bring up this 53cm bass from 17 metres of water.
Nice fish.
Yay!
I could tell you were getting stressed that you weren't on it. I was really pleased.
I'm in a bit of a tangle. Straight through the gill plate.
It was quite funny trying to get this fish on board whilst being tangled in 2 fishing lines.
Bob!
After being set free from my bad admin, it was time to change locations. We were headed to slightly deeper water this time, with the hopes of finding some decent sized pollock. Unfortunately for me, as I was diving down, my ears started to get the dreaded click as I was equalising.
Ear went a bit funny then. Hold on. I wouldn't equalise then. I'm alright, I'm fine. Yeah, I think I just came straight up.
It seemed like my issues were caused from dehydration today, as after a little bit of a break and some water, my ears started to improve and I was able to continue diving, although not as deep as I'd hoped. Because of my ears, I only dived this location a couple of times. I only saw one pollock that was good enough to shoot, but it was too far away.
I saw one good one, but he fucked off.
Lucky for us, Joe was certainly not having any problems finding fish, bringing up this lovely pollock over 60 centimetres. Moving on to the next location, we're dropped onto a large wreck where Giles spots a large conger eel hiding in the wreckage. Lucky for this guy, conger eels were not on the menu today. The next location was probably my favourite